Yo, what is going on? Um, got a got a little bit of a different type of video, or not different. It's just at nighttime, I guess. It's not like during trading. This is like a post recap. Um, so we did end up making back like basically all of our losses from yesterday, like plus or minus $30. I'm not even kidding. Look, balance. It's 421. We are back up, baby. If we go to the performance stats, what is my win rate? 32%. Look at that. Dude, my win rate's going to be so skewed because of this. 19. Look at that. Those are all of them are from my revenge trading. That's crazy. I've lost 2,800, but I've won 32. Yo, what the fuck? See, so I lost. Yeah. So it was about. It was like $24, I think, that I still have overall lost in the last 2 days. But it was a banger trade. Average loss duration 13 seconds. Average win 44. Look at this. 17 trades. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Test. Oh, wait. Test. Test. Wait. Test. Testing. Testing. Test. Right there. Sorry. So we were profitable the first 2 days. I actually took a proper trade here, but then I ended up getting greedy because I'm a little piece of shit. And then I ended up revenge trading all of these. You see all this? That's bad. Look at that. See, this was the beginning. I took a bad trade because I was like, it was middle of work. I was too distracted. So I went to the bathroom and took a regular trade. And I actually won that trade, 550. It was a 1-to-1 risk to reward about. And then as you can see, I was like greedy as fuck. Because as you can see, the discrepancy here, 400, 500, that's about 150 right there, give or take. So I wanted to but it said I only had a RPNL of 98, or like 96. I specifically remember. So then I did end up getting another $100 exactly. So it was about that 198. But I still was like, I feel like I could get another one. So I kept trying. And then look at the fees, bro. The fees knock it down, bro. I didn't even realize that till just now. Look at the fees, bro. $17 per. That's another reason to not do this. This is just like, even if you think that you're going to get a good trade and you're going to actually oh yeah, I'll definitely get a good one. Bro, it's not even worth it. You start the trade off losing $20. Like, you start off losing. You have to, even if you click the button and then you're like, oh, I don't actually want to, you still lose. You have to win a little bit to go break even. So it's not even worth it. Look at that. That's crazy. That is the craziest. I've never done that before. That is the one and only time I've ever done that. And the one and only time I will ever revenge trade like that. I have never revenge traded in my life. There was one day where I took 2 trades and I lost both of them, but it wasn't like revenge trading. I was just trying to it was more FOMO. This was revenge trading and just not, yeah, I guess it was revenge trading. It was just pure greed. Like, jeez. But we made all of it back in one trade. Look, there's only one fucking trade on the journal. One. There's one trade, and it is $1,050. Look at that. That shit got me right back up. These just say 5 because these are both also at work. This one wasn't. I actually don't know what the hell was happening. Oh, no, I did work this day. Or no, I didn't. I didn't. So I don't know what the hell was going on there. I think I don't even remember. I think there's a video on it if you want to go check it out. I was at work here, so the 5 trades make sense. What the hell? So it starts here. I lost 240. And then I tried another one. Literally like a minute later. Got $300. Tried again. Lost it. And lost a little bit more. Tried again. Lost more. Then I was probably like, alright, let me lock the hell in. Probably like went to the bathroom or something. Took a proper trade. Boom. Got 700. I do remember that. Yeah, there's a video on that if you want to go check it out on the channel. But yeah. I'm gonna check out. Let's check it out. Let's check out the trade. This was it. Here it is. So I posted a TikTok about it. So we can see if we go to the 15-minute actually. And then just do this. Bam. See, this is why the PC is so much better, bro. Like, it's not even a debate. So, where did I take my trade? Right here. So we can see, oh, no. It was a 4-hour gap at first. So we can see, this is essentially what I was trying to trade off of. Or this is what I was kind of waiting for. You see this gap here? Okay. Look at the other one. Look at ES. You see where the line is? So it's this candle. This candle is the same gap as this one here. So if we just do some basic, like, scale down. Boom. If we scale down, where do we see, where does this ES tap into it first? 915. Okay, let's look at the 915 candle here. We weren't even close to it. So this is low-key what we were waiting for all day. Was like this to get tapped. And once this got tapped right here, we just needed to wait for it to go a little bit lower, which it actually ended up sweeping a low, I think. Yeah, it ended up sweeping like hourly lows as well. That were right there, so that's also something. I don't know if it did over here or not. I mean, technically it did. But after that, I just kind of waited here. We did get an inversion on the 5-minute, but it's like so minuscule, it doesn't even matter. The one that really mattered, low-key, was this 15-minute inversion. Once that inversion happened, and we, that like basically is what I traded off of. Once we inversed the gap, I was like, all right, now that is my confirmation. I low-key don't need anything else. Because I've already been waiting all day, and I already know that we're just retracing. Like, if we wanted to go lower, where are we going to go, bruh? There's nothing here. We have liquidity down here. But if we're going to come down here, then that's going to take all day. So shorts is going to be the option. It's going to be the only option. But that way it would have been low-key obvious, and like we would have just pushed straight through this. And we would have just been pushing down all day. And that's so far. That's like unrealistic. And then past that is this. So there's no reason low key for us to come down here at all. But up here we have that little, fair value gap shit that was going on where one was tapping into it and the other one wasn't. Or at least the lower one. And I've seen that happen before, so I was like, okay, it's probably going to do that. So, and then we come down here and kind of sweep this liquidity as well. Gives us a little bit more momentum upwards towards the end of the week. This one also taps down. Now, on the daily, we swept fucking liquidity. But doesn't matter because we did sweep liquidity. We see we had a move down off that liquidity, but it was just it actually was just a tap and a retracement, and we're gonna go higher probably. So, yeah. But as you can see, the trade after we ended up inversing the gap, I was like, okay, let me just find a fair value gap entry. Or as it was getting inversed, I was like, okay, now is my chance. And then I saw this gap getting tapped into, and I was like, I have to take my chance here. This is going to be my last chance. And then I did it a little bit differently than I usually do. Usually how I try and do fair value gap trades is once it taps into the gap, I try and enter that right then and there, try and catch it. But this time what I did was I waited for it to turn into a doji basically. I then entered off of that. Or after that candle closed, I then entered off of that instead. There we go. I then entered off that instead and put my stops at the bottom of the wick, which was even farther than the gap, to be honest. And then went for the 2-to-1. So it was actually a pretty good trade. And the stop loss was enough to give it a little bit of quote-unquote breathing room, but wasn't too big to where it makes the trade take too long and too risky. And it was a good entry, clean entry. And the stop loss was just good enough size for us to be able to do a 2-to-1 without it taking 10 years and without it being way too large of a move to be realistic. It's 25 points. That's not that bad. It literally happened within how long was the trade? 2 minutes. It happened within 2 minutes, bro. So yeah. It's perfect. So this was definitely a learning week for sure. I definitely learned a lot. I just need to stay on top of if I keep structure within my trading, and that means making sure that my trading plan is being actively executed and I'm not just at work, because the whole reason that I just consecutively was revenge trading is because I got greedy and I was also at work, so I wasn't 100% focused to be able to tell myself, hey, you shouldn't be doing this. So half my focus was on trying to do fucking tires and shit. And then I also was trying to trade on the 1 minute. And when you're revenge trading, you're not really paying attention like that. So I was just kept trying to take trades off of 1 minute moves. And obviously I'm going to fucking lose. But after a point where I got to 1,000 lost, I was like, okay, obviously I'm a fucking idiot. Let me stop. So, yeah. I mean, it was definitely experience, but because now I know what it's like when that happens. But if I and that's why I didn't do that today. As you could see, there was only one fucking trade. If I keep structure that right there proves it. Or that trade today, my trading day today proves that if you keep structure within your trading session, then everything's fine. But if you another reason why it's more difficult when I'm at work is because I have to use the phone. And on the phone, you can't set a stop loss and a TP. Or, I mean, you can, but it's very difficult. You try and, you know how, when you buy or something, when you buy, it shows up right here, and you can, drag it to set the stop loss and the take profit, you really can't do it on the phone. You try and drag it, that bitch does not move. If you get lucky, you can get the stop loss to move, like with a stroke of luck, but it's really difficult. So I basically had no TP or stop loss, so I had to watch it. That's why it's difficult for me to trade unless I'm like at work, unless I'm in the bathroom. Because if I'm not looking at the trade, like what if I place a trade, but I have no, like it's just free range, but then I have to go bolt up a tire, and I'm like, well, fuck, I can't just check my phone mid tire. So if I bolt this up and pull my phone out and I'm down like 2,000, I'm fucked. Now that's, ow. Now that's unrealistic as hell, but like, you never know, bro. I've seen shit like, look at that. 1 minute candle. 1 minute candle, we go down. We go down more points than I went up in my 2-to-1, bro. In 1 minute candle, we went down 27 points. And my TP was a full range of 25. So in one move of one candle, we went an entire 2-to-1, 1-to-2 trade. Like, that could have happened. What if I take a long here? Like, this is just theoretical. Like, what if I do take a long and then this happens? 27 points. You can do some simple math. If you're doing a 2-to-1 here at a 500, I'm risking 500. And I'm going... That means if I'm moving to 25 points, as it's estimated, then I'm probably going to be losing about that. Well, it depends on how many contracts I have. If it's the same amount of contracts with this, then yeah, it would be. It'd be about double. But dude, that's a lot of fucking, like, look at that. And there's probably worse ones. 34 points, like, yo. There's probably even worse ones. That's the worst one I see, though. 44. Wow. Ooh, this is obviously like CPI or something. But yeah. Jeez, dude. You can obviously tell when fucking market opened. Look at all like boring ass shit. Then 7:30 rolls around. Boom! Yep. That's when I was actually looking at the market this morning. Yep, fuck off. But yeah. I mean, that's it. Just wanted to show you guys. Banger trade. Got all my wins. Or all my losses, I've won back, and I'm back to where I was. So if I stay structured and stay focused, the next couple weeks could be the like final stretch. If I just stay focused and I stay cautious and take only wins or no trades. Like, I have to be taking, like, I just have to wait. I have Tuesday and Friday off next week, so that'll be good. It gives me 2 days. 2 days off of work to trade, which gives me more focused sessions, which is good. So if we go here, I didn't want to do Monday and Tuesday because, yeah, it's back to back, but you got to think about, like, I still have to work. That'd be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 4 days in a row. You have no idea. You have no idea. That would be awful. That would be awful. But I'm not going to trade Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not even going to, like, there's no point. But I'm not going to do Monday, Tuesday, because fuck that shit. So I'm going to do Tuesday, because if I do Monday, I still would have to do 3 days in a row. And I'm definitely doing Friday, because Friday's, like, middle of the day. So I'm not doing Friday and Monday, because that would give me 3 days. So if I do Tuesday, then I'm off Sunday, then I work Monday, off Tuesday, work Wednesday, Thursday, off Friday, work Saturday, off Sunday. Instead of some, like, 3-day bullshit. Like, tomorrow, I've been working today and yesterday. I gotta work again tomorrow. It sucks ass. But hopefully prelim isn't too crazy. It may be, but, like, not trading Wednesday and Thursday. Monday. Oh no. What's the next week look like? Jeez Louise. So, no Wednesday trade. Monday, maybe. Tuesday, possibly. Actually, I would like to probably trade Tuesday because that's some high impact news, but it's at 7:30, so any of the retardedness goes away with it by the time it's market open. But it still adds some volatility into the market because it's some high impact news. So it's still nice to have. So probably next week again will be Tuesday and then Friday. Because Friday we have no news. Um and if I do Thursday, again, you got to think about work and there's unemployment. I'd rather take a no news Friday, and that's probably better set up work days than a Thursday with unemployment claims in Philly Fed and have to work 2 days at the end of the week. So I'd probably go work Monday, off Tuesday, work, work, off. Same shit. I was gonna do Tuesday, Friday this week, but bro was like, everybody has Monday off, so if I take you off Friday, then you only have 30 hours. Is that fine? And I was like, no, just work me. But, yeah. Just gotta keep staying focused and locked in. But other than that, it's been a good week. I will have a trade recap next or tomorrow of all the trades this week and how it's gone. So just stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's basically it. I will see you guys tomorrow for the recap. Peace.